guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Kelly. I have a sewing and embroidery business as well as a fabric business, so that's what we mostly talk about on this channel. I'm going to do something just kind of fun and stupid and pointless today just because I want to make it. And so I thought I'd kind of take you guys through how I do this. And the reason why we're doing this today is I just had a really terrible week last week. Just mentally, like I shouldn't even say that. It was great. My husband's great. My kids are great. I'm lucky to be living where I live and doing what I do. So it's hard to really complain, but just my brains weren't straight last week. Just feelings of inadequacy and like a loser, and I'm not busy enough and I'm not selling enough. And you know, do you guys do that? It's so dumb. Like, I don't know. I think part of it was I was watching too many like YouTubers who are like, come work with me while I do my 700 open orders. And I'm like, I have 2, maybe 1 order from Etsy. So just a little too much comparing. So I had to knock that off. So I kind of took the week off from YouTube. And then I had a couple of fun things happen that kind of got me back on track. And they're little and they're minor, but it's just one of those reminders of it's the little things. So I did get new fabric and it made me very happy because I had kind of forgotten that I had ordered it. I guess it was on back order. Let me grab it. It was on back order, and then I think it's now out of print, so I didn't get much of it, but it is on my website linked below. And I don't even think I'm gonna do, I typically do like fat quarter bundles of stuff, just so that, especially for people who are doing applique, you don't always really need a full yard of fabric, and this kind of just helps you build up to getting what you need to do a variety of different appliques. So I try to offer those. I don't know that I will with this, although if it's something that you want, you can always feel free to email me or message me and I'll come up with some sort of deal for you. But it's called strawberry, now I'm gonna forget, strawberry honey, I think, maybe. Like I said, I didn't even get, strawberry honey, a full bolts of this. They had so limited, but I've got about 3 or 4 yards of each of it. So I really liked this one, for like a watermelon. I think I have 3.5 yards of it, so I may cut off the, I've been hesitant to cut it because, in case somebody needs 3 yards, I want to have a continuous cut of that. But I thought that was super cute for like a watermelon shirt. Then there's these pretty flowers. There's 2 ginghams that are my favorite. This, and there's a pink one that's really pretty. Like that, oh, I just love that. So everything's so summery. So anyway, these fabrics made me very happy. This is similar to the other one. It's a little more, it's not quite red. It's more like a, it looks red on my screen, but it's a little more pinkish. This could maybe be watermelon too. I just like this one better for watermelon. I just think that would be so super cute. I bought a, if you are watching my videos, I did buy like the one in a melon. I haven't done it yet. Again, last week was just, I call it riding the struggle bus. I was on the struggle bus last week, so I didn't really get much of anything done. This one's like the mane. That is so cute. That would be such a cute dress if you're a sewer. Anyway, so this made me happy. And then you guys are gonna laugh at me. Oh my gosh, last night I got so excited because just like everybody else, I'm in all of these embroidery groups on Facebook. And I mostly hide them from my feed, but sometimes at night I'll go through, and if you like click the groups tab or whatever, you can see all of your groups together. Anyway, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was maybe the Angela Jasmina one, which is great because it's just a huge group. But somebody was asking a question about hooping, like hat hoop, or using a hat hoop or whatever. Anyway, I was just about to answer the question. It was talking about how to get it lower, the design lower on your hat. I was just about to answer the question and help the person, and somebody else, total stranger to me, commented, oops, my battery's about to die, commented and said, oh, here, watch this video, it's really helpful. And it was my video. You guys, that made me so happy. So dumb. I just do these videos because I think it's fun. I don't make any money. I just do it. So why do I care? And why did I care last week that other people are selling a bunch? Again, just the brains weren't straight, but I think they're straight now. And today we're going to do, oh, I had one more thing that was my fun. My jeans are almost done. So I've mentioned a few times that I'm making some homemade jeans because apparently I'm a second grader from 1987. But anyway, they're almost done. My pocket, you can't see it as well on the screen, but one of these pockets is kind of crooked. I don't think I'm going to fix it because they fit. So all I need to do is put the button on and then the belt loops. And I've made the belt loops. I just haven't sewn them on, but they turned out pretty cute and I like them. I'm still adjusting, or I haven't even purchased. I don't buy a lot of clothes. So, it's the stretchy jeans aren't really the thing anymore. The thing now is like the non-stretch, basically the jeans we wore in the 90s. And so they look, I don't know. Like they fit. I think they look pretty nice. I'm just not, I'm accustomed to seeing myself in skinny jeans. Well, let's be real. I'm accustomed to seeing myself in pajama pants, but if I were to go out and do something, skinny jeans, stretchy skinny jeans, almost jeggings is what I'm used to. So to have some that don't have the stretch, I don't know. They look fine. When I finish them, I'll show you guys the finished product. But right now, because they don't button, they're just not that attractive. Not that they're super attractive when they do have the button. But anyway. So here's what we're going to do today after all of that, is we are going to do an In the Hoop project. It is probably not going on my Etsy shop. I might put it in my personal Facebook page just in case any friends or whatever need it or want it, but it's just silliness. I saw on the Off with Their Threads, it's one of my favorite places to get just fun, silly things to make. And they have a bunch of new holders for your vaccine card. Now, I don't anticipate going anywhere where I need to show proof that I've been vaccinated. I don't anticipate carrying it around with me, but just as a fun, safe place to put it at home, kind of a, I don't know, memorabilia for what we've been through. I just thought it was fun. And so the one I picked, you can kind of see it over here, but we'll look at it closer in just a minute. The one I picked is, well, let me take you over there. Let me see if I can move you without, I can't. Can you flip a phone while it's recording? I don't think you can. You have to stop it and do it. Hang on. Okay, so how funny are these? This is the one I picked for myself, and it was the only one I was going to buy, but then my oldest son said his lady friend would really like this one, so I went ahead and bought both. They had a great sale over the weekend. It was like 40% off or whatever, so I bought these two, and then I also bought, have you seen my previous video where I made the bags that hold the dog poop bags? So it's a bag that holds a bag. But anyway, those are really funny too. And I bought a couple more of those too, but these are the only two that I bought for the proof of vaccine. Now they also have, oh here, let me open it up. So these are the size that's for that, but you can also do, they have, let me go back. Oh, that's not what I want. You can just do it they do smaller ones. So you could do, I think in other countries, the cards are smaller. So they did one where it's like and you can see right here, it's an ID or a gift card holder would be funny. And then they also have they have them where they're full fill or like a sketchy design, and I did the sketchy just because I prefer that. I prefer the look, and then I prefer that it doesn't take as long. So both of these are kind of more of the sketchy rather than a real thick embroidery. So I think that'll be super cute. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, I keep moving you guys around trying to get the right angle here. But anyway, so what we need for these is they are made of vinyl. Now you could use embroidery vinyl. I get my vinyl from Joann's, and they're on the really big rolls. So typically just get like a quarter of a yard, and it's a lot of vinyl. So this stitch one, I'm gonna do the front of it with this and then the back with this. Now the instructions, when you buy the design, there are PDF instructions on what size you need to cut everything. It's pretty approximate because you are gonna cut it down. So like mine, I think you only need 7 by 6, but mine are kind of 9 by 6 because again, I buy these in a quarter cut. And so it's already 9 inches. I just didn't cut it down. But anyway, so this will be the front of the stitch and the back of the stitch. And then for mine, the one that's Plague Pass or whatever, I'm going to do the front in cork. I bought this a while ago and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I'm kind of excited to see how that turns out. And then the back, it looks black, but it's actually navy. And then you need some clear vinyl. And so this is the pouch that the card will go in. And this, I've had this forever. I don't even remember why I bought it or what I thought I was going to do with it. So I think there's different thicknesses. I looked, it wasn't marked what mine was, but I don't really think it matters. I mean, I wouldn't go with the thinnest, but I don't think you necessarily need anything super thick either. Like I think it's marked in gauge, like a 12, not like a 12 gauge shotgun or whatever, but so it's marked in gauges, and I don't know what this is, but I did just drop one and it took me forever to find it. So hang on to these. So these, and these I think were like 5 by 4 or 6 by 4 maybe. So that's it. That's all you have to cut for now. And then if you've, I don't hardly ever use my hoops that came with the machine. I do use them often though for in the hoop designs, just because it's super easy to hoop this is just tearaway stabilizer. You could use cutaway. I prefer tearaway, and this is just cheapy. I think I threw away the packaging, but it's just the cheapy Pellon. I'm pretty sure I got it at Walmart. I don't use a whole lot of tearaway, so I typically just pick it up when I'm out if I need it. But I like, this is my longest hoop, is the one that came with the Brother machine. So if I use the Brother hoops, it's pretty much just this one. I never really use the smaller ones because I have plenty of fast frames, and I have my one mighty hoop that can cover things that are that sizes. But with this one, I was able to do both designs at once. I mean, you don't have to do that. You could do one at a time. So I think you would probably need a 5 by 7 hoop to be able to do these for the vaccine cards. If you were doing the ID cards, I think, or a gift card size, you could get away with the 4 by 4, but I'll double check that. Let me go do that right now. Okay, sorry, I had an itchy nose too, so I thought it was a good time to stop the video. So I stand corrected. I do think even for the gift card holder, you would need a 5 by 7 hoop. So if you're limited to a 4 by 4, this may not be the best project for you, but there's tons of other fun projects. So Anyway, so I went ahead and did them both in the same hoop just to make my life easier. So the first thing it's going to do is but that being said, I'm doing them both in the same hoop, but I'm just going to focus on one at a time. I could have probably gone and sequenced everything to make it a little more efficient to do both at once, but I just didn't think that was worth it. It would be worth it if I anticipated making these exact two again. But what I could foresee is friends or family wanting them and doing like 2 of the stitches at a time, and then you can group by color, or doing 2 of the other one at a time and group by color. So we're not doing that today, so I'm just going to do them one at a time, but I'll kind of leave the first one in the hoop while I'm working on the second one. So first thing it does is it's going to stitch out the placement stitch. So I'll do that and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I ran the placement stitch, and what it's not going to do now, it's not going to actually do a tack down stitch like it does on a normal applique. It's just going to go ahead and stitch out all of the inside first, because what's going to happen is that at the very end, we'll put the back on, and then it'll do the stitch all the way around. So you just kind of line it up. You can always tape it. Let me grab some, and just in case. Scotch tape works fine. I usually end up preferring blue tape just because I seem to have a lot of it. But masking tape would work as well. Scotch tape, it kind of depends on the quality. I've bought some Scotch tape that works really well, and then sometimes it doesn't hold vinyl very well. So typically I just use blue tape. So just tape that down, making sure that you're covering all of your lines here. And then we go through and we stitch out, we are going to stitch out stitch on this one. Okay, so there's stitch, looking cute as usual. So it did all of the actual stitching of the design, and now it's going to do a placement stitch for the clear vinyl. So now the thing that you want to keep in mind here as you're putting the clear vinyl on here is you want, well, and actually this is not I'm not sure you can see it. I've got a little snag kind of right there. You want to pick your best side that's nice and straight, because this is going to be the open end. We're not going to cut this anymore. So let me move this out. Okay, so we're going to place our clear vinyl. I wonder if we put it, I actually don't know if it lines up with that. Let me check the instructions real quick. So again, this end is going to be open, so I'm not sure if it lines up with that placement stitch or comes inside of it. Let's see. Okay, I guess you line it up. It probably doesn't really matter, but we're going to line it up with that nice and straight. If I can see. Okay, and again, we can use some blue tape. It doesn't matter if these edges are crooked, but this top one does. Or side one, I'm sorry. So we'll just tape him down. That tape didn't really work all that well because I put it over the stitching. So use tape. Don't try to hold it with your hands. Too many people go to the emergency room for that. So we'll tape it down, And then it'll do a tack down stitch just like an embroidery, an applique design. Now I gotta figure out what color I want it to be. I have it set to be the light blue, and I think I'll just stick with that. Okay, so it's stitched that tack down stitch, and at this point you do want to go ahead and take your hoop off and cut around this like an applique design, because it's now going to do around the whole thing and you don't want this to get caught. So we'll go ahead and take it off and cut about 1/4 of an inch, or maybe even 1/8 of an inch around this. And it's probably not going to be perfect, but we'll make it look as neat as we can. Okay, so I cut around the clear vinyl just like an applique, and then while the hoop is off, you go ahead, and I already did it, but you go ahead and you tape the back here. And you want it to be pretty secure. You know, you can see your stitching line underneath, so just make sure that's covered, and secure it pretty well. These ones underneath can be a little tricky. You just want to, you know, much like when you're doing a shirt, make sure nothing's caught under here, like that's flipped up just a little bit. So I just stick my hand under there and flip it up a little bit. And so now it'll go around everything, and so it'll catch that backing. Okay, so it stitched this, and now the backing is attached. And then the very last step was it stitched this little circle. And that's so you can put a grommet there and like a chain or whatever. I'll show you at the very end what I'm going to do with that. So this one's done. So now we're gonna do the one that is for me. And again, I'm not even gonna take this one off yet. I'm just going to let it stitch out over here. Hopefully, yeah, there's my placement stitch. So probably shouldn't have chose white for that. But I'll go, that was far too loud. So I'll go through and do this one, and then we'll take them both off the hoop. Okay, so they're both done, and now we can take them off the hoop. Take all this off. We'll clean up some of this stitching on the back at the very end. But all you have to do is unhoop it. And then I go through and let's see if I can just tear this. So you want to, when you're tearing your tearaway, you want to get as close to your stitching as you can. Like that was not awesome, but get in here as much as you can so that when you're cutting, you won't have to worry about that sticking out any. So we're just going to tear that all the way around, and I'll go through and do all that, and then I'll show you guys how I cut these out. Okay, so I went ahead and cut this one out. So it's not perfect, but I might clean that up just a little bit. But I wanted to show you how I get the straight lines. So what I do, and again, imperfect, but we'll go back and clean it up a little bit, is I just take a straight edge and line it up with that stitching. And cut all your straight edges first, and then all you have to do is go back and cut your curves, which again, I did not do a fantastic job cutting my curves, but at least I've got some straight edges here. My rotary cutter is not awesome. I need to get a new one. So yeah, so you just kind of line up your ruler. I use these little marks here, these lines here, to find one I like. And then I'll do this one. And then that doesn't really matter. So then you know that your four sides are pretty straight. And then you can just take your scissors, just take your scissors and cut that curve. Again, I did not do an awesome job on the other one, but I just find it hard to get a straight line this way. So if you use your straight edge and your rotary cutter, then you don't have to worry about it. So then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put an eyelet here. You know, there's other options, but eyelets are really cheap at, cut those threads. Like these are from Hobby Lobby, and I'm sure that I got them when they were, 50 or 40% off or whatever. So just take like a awl or something and poke a hole in it. I think this is the right size. We'll find out. Close enough. So I have this little tool. You can buy a tool at Hobby Lobby, but I got this. My mom used to go to a bunch of garage sales. Actually, we'll use this instead of the awl. So that pokes a hole in it. My mom used to go to a bunch of garage sales, and she probably still would, except they just haven't been awesome lately. But she would pick up crafty stuff for me all the time, and this was in a, you know, box of whatever. So I don't exactly know where this tool is from, but you can get similar, or you can get the kind where you hammer it down. But with this particular one, you just do that, and then it puts your eyelet there. Not the prettiest on the back. You can probably get prettier ones, but it doesn't really matter. And then, this is super fun. I thought I'd throw one of these on there. I got these at off Amazon. I'll put a link down below for them. I don't remember what I got them for, but they're just a bunch of different colors of these little chain things. Let's see if we have a light blue. Oh yeah, that one's perfect. So we'll just put that, and these were super cheap. You know, again, if you buy them in bulk or whatever. So there's that one. Very fun. So that's for my son's friend. And then I'll go ahead and finish mine up. All right, guys, there you have it. They are super cute. My vaccine card is downstairs, and I mean, you're not supposed to show it on video or pictures anyway, but they just slide in right there. And again, you could make these for an ID card or a gift card or something. This one is my favorite. That just cracks me up. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Again, it's good for my mental health to make these videos and just to talk about the stuff I love doing. So if you guys love embroidery as well, and if you found any value in this video at all, please hit the subscribe button. If there's anything you want to learn or know about, please comment down below and ask. Sometimes I get stuck because I'm not really sure what people are really looking for in terms of videos, so definitely let me know. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you need a plague pass, off with their threads is what it's called. You guys have a great day. Thanks.